Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Hades.
This ought to be interesting.
Welcome back, dude. Guys, gals,
Hi, Aphrodite.
mythical bastards. That's kind of mean, isn't it?
Don't lose heart now, little godling. I won't have you giving up before you get to see me in the flesh among the gardens of Olympus here.
I don't know if I want to see you. I just don't know. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that.
Let's break some hearts.
Yo, I can't even see him, but he's dead. Updated. Yeah, hold up. Let's check it out. I can't check it when there's enemies in the room.
Pow.
I never used the uppercut. Ha! I did it. Just because my controller doesn't really allow for it. I use a controller, by the way. That's that sound. That's controller. I don't know how much you can hear, but bam. Let's go.
Never enough of these back at the house.
I'm a controller player. Controller's master. You know why? Okay, this is why. Let me explain this to you, all right? So if I was on keyboard, I could pop the keyboard real fast. Do you see how many different directions I can move in? The answer is 8. Up, down, left, right, and the corners for those. That's it. Analog stick, I can move in 360 degrees. Speaking of, how does this... And then, look, you think I want to run around like... a space bar did. What the hell?
No.
It's whack. See, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so limited. Be like, I control. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if those noises are made, but yeah, it's just better. Here, Ares, I respect you.
Lord Ares, please accept this offering for giving me such strength as necessary to succeed.
You are a flatterer, my death-inflicting kin, and I am feeling generous as well, so here, a small token for you of my affection.
You have my thanks, Lord Ares.
Blood-filled vial. Speaking of, I wanted to talk about the Infernal Arms, the Underworld. Nah. Perilous Foes. Yeah, the entry's still complete.
And I see you have the Lady Aphrodite's blessing there already. Love and death together, hand in hand. Sounds most agreeable to me.
Is this a duo boon? No. Special inflicts doom, which is solid. Dashing for a better facade for the next... see, that's for like a super hit. I don't have a super hit. Uppercut inflicts. Yo. Nectar. Let's go. Huh. How you like them beans? Uppercut.
Just in time.
Huh. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I punched little hearts. Oh, the attention to detail. It's so good. I never knew. I punched little hearts.
Perfect.
Look at it. I punched little hearts. Oh, that's so adorable. I guess we're getting some Karen opals. It's a opal. It's a coin. I call them Karen coins. Ah. Oh my god. I gotta take out these things. This room sucks. Just eat it.
Coin for Charon.
Coin for Charon. You didn't get any darkness. Huh.
Crushed.
Punch. Bink. All I gotta do is punch the enemy and then he's dead. Dodged. I saw that coming from a mile away. I got them keys. Go for that pomegranate seed. Pomegranate seeds.
Must be the fountain chamber I commissioned back at home.
The first time I ever had a pomegranate seed was in,
Power of Olympus.
I think 7th grade. Yeah. My teacher, who, by the way, I'm like a huge mythology buff. I love mythology. I'm all into it. It was my first exposure to that wasn't my first, but it was one of my earlier exposures to mythology. My teacher, her name was Miss. I'm not gonna tell you her name. That doesn't seem right. Her last name was Polish. All right. But she had us. She kind of required us to read a Greek mythology book, which is super interesting. And in the book, they talk about the tale of Hades and Persephone, which it's kind of like the backline of this game is the tale of Hades and Persephone, because you know the whole.
Uncle Poseidon,
Anyways,
it's been excellent to know you, sir. So please, this is for you.
Oh, I am positively moved by your affection, little nephew. Though I think I've just the thing for you in turn. Here, I shall transfer it to you.
I thank you, Uncle.
I know I'm still in the middle of talking. Hold on.
Nephew, your cruel father, Hades, he's my elder brother. You know that. Not exactly the expressive type, but never was. We seldomly saw eye to eye on things.
Ooh, your cast damages foes. Definitely the cast, dude. It's so good.
Cheers, Uncle.
Ah, dude, I talk about the teacher, and my thought process is garbage. I was talking about how my first exposure, Hades, and the story. Oh, pomegranate. So yeah, she had us read the book, and that's the first time I heard the story of Persephone and Hades. I just assume whoever's watching this is already familiar with the story. So she brought a pomegranate to class and let us try pomegranate seeds. Okay, I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story is told in different versions. I'll tell the one that I think I heard the first time then. One of the stories is that Hades abducted Persephone, and she said she wouldn't eat any food, and I don't know, there was some hootenanny pootenanny, and it turned into he put a pomegranate in front of her, and if she didn't eat any of it, like the number of seeds she ate out of the pomegranate was the number of months she had to stay in the underworld per year.
Whose favor to choose?
I like Poseidon.
I'm ever grateful, nephew.
Your dash damages foes causes rupture. I like rupture.
Oh, but this is such a heartbreak, dearest. Why would you do that? You know that I won't take this lying down.
But yeah, so she brought pomegranates to class because they were part of the story, and it was really cool. Like that's a good teacher, you know, when they spend a little bit of their money for the purpose of education. I don't know. I suppose that applies to anyone in any profession. Someone who would have like spent a little bit of their personal cash for their workplace. Yeah, she was a good teacher. I only had her the 1 year. I don't know why, but she wasn't my teacher the next year. I don't know what was up with her. She was my homeroom teacher, if you will. She was like my first teacher of the day. I don't know. Homeroom? That's weird.
Love and jealousy
My high school was
hand in
weird.
hand, don't they, dearest?
Middle school.
Although the former is much more pleasant, isn't it?
Your weak effects have a longer duration. Nah, I don't care. Yeah, I do. I don't want the other ones. Ooh, gems. Hello, how are you doing today? Boom. Yeah. Boom. Haha. Yo, though, I wonder how she's doing. You know, I always like, after a period of time, you know, Facebook, probably one of the greatest things about Facebook is your ability to like just watch other people's lives. Because I find like this may seem creepy. I don't think it is. I find it very enjoyable just to see like how other people's lives have developed. It's not like I'm stalking them or anything. Like I don't know about the intricacies, but like where they are now, where they moved, what they're doing. It's just cool to see how other people develop with their own lives, like in compared to yours, and how you've developed. When you take a third-person perspective on yours, be like, oh yeah, we went to school together, and I hated you, but now you're a pretty cool person. At least you look pretty cool. Your profession is, and what you're doing, or even the appearance of people. I'm judgmental as heck, and I ain't gonna try to deny it. I look at people's appearance, and like I'm like, oh, I like you or I don't like you. And it's not whether or not it's beauty or ugly. It's kind of like how you don't judge a book by its cover, but if you look at the back part of a book, you can kind of read what the book's about. You know what I'm saying? For me, when I look at a person's face, that's like looking at the back part of the book. You know, I'll tell you right now, like, this is like, I think if there's been scientific study on it. I have no clue, honestly.
Cheers for the coin.
I would just imagine. I would guess. I'd wager that the way your face is formed, your facial features, your mannerisms, the way you talk, it kind of says something about who you are, the way you've grown up, and your actions, like what they commit to and stuff.
I trust they inconvenienced you at least.
Finally. Got to focus.
I could win or lose here.
How foolhardy of you.
I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. That happens. That happens very often. It happens too often, actually. I'm doing uppercut punches more, though. How cool is that? Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. It's just gone. I'm here now. Yo, I'm really about to die. I need this HP. Give it to me, baby. Yeah.
Fine, get out.
Saved.
There we are.
I was talking about something.
Charon's shock.
Thought is gone.
Don't spend it all in one place.
You know, one thing I'll say for Charon there, he doesn't talk too much. And since neither do you, I'm letting you have this.
Dash strikes do more damage? That's solid.
The power of the gods. Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Bing! Have a nectar.
Charon, you've been such a reassuring sight, I thought I'd offer you a token of my gratitude.
Love Charon, dude. Great guy.
Wait, you don't have to give me something in return. It was a gift. Though, you're insisting, aren't you?
Yo, take a message out of this game. Just give people gifts for no reason. Like, for real. Even a tiny gift. I had a cousin who was working at a watermelon farm. Hold on, we got dialogue. Cousin in the watermelon farm. Remember this. Don't forget.
We meet again.
And there you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
Yeah, kicking my ass. Okay, so cousin and the watermelon farm. So I had this cousin that was working at a watermelon farm, and I got off work one day, and she was like, "Yeah, come see me." Yeah, I'll come see you at the watermelon farm. So I go over there, and she gave me like a little tour. It was really cool, like the whole processing. But that's another story for another time.
Kill.
So when it comes to most, not even watermelon farms exclusively, when it comes to most production facilities, when it comes to like watermelon, even potatoes, soybeans, the commercial, they have a commercial ranking based upon an American standard. And that's like, I think it's like, you could call it tier 1s, 2s, and 3s, or like, I think the proper is letterings. It's like an A tier, a B tier, or a C tier kind of.
You like my whip?
AC, I gotta remember, but I gotta concentrate at the same time. Okay, so an A tier is something you'll find at the grocery store with like like almost no blemishes on it. Like a second tier or a B tier is like something. It's not sold at like your supermarket, your Walmart, your Martin's, whatever. It's not gonna be sold at your local like grocery market because they're not sellable. But it's still good fruit. You might find like tier B fruit at your local's farmer's market. They won't sell it too commercially, but they can sell it, like they'll sell it locally, because your average consumer, they look at a product and it has to be perfect, and like that doesn't make much sense, right? Because okay, my apple, it has a blister on it or it has a callus on it, dude, just cut it off. You ain't gotta eat it. I got potatoes. Oh, it's a little rot on the inside. I cut the rot out and then I cook the potato. You know, and it's a waste of an entire potato just to throw it away. Anyways, I'm getting adamant about this. Okay, so watermelon farm, and they have a pile of what are called the rejects because they can't sell them commercially, and all they're gonna do is throw them away. They can't sell them. They're physically not allowed to, so they're just gonna throw them away. So what they do is they have the workers' family members come over and just grab as many as they like. This is the discard pile. Grab as many as you want.
Some sort of power, but for what?
And I was like, cool, the setup. So I don't know if they should give me a tour. And so I was thinking, and like I got 6 watermelons for free. Didn't cost me anything.
Where do you think you're going?
From a connection, you know, I get 6 watermelons for free. By a connection, didn't cost me nothing. And I just went to all of my friends' houses and I just gave their family a watermelon. And like, the weird thing about it,
none other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
I barge where I please.
So some of my friends were off at college.
Cheers.
And like I went to their house. I still went to the house. They weren't even there. And I just gave their family a watermelon. And one of my friends, his name is Joe. He's Conch Almighty. He's been on here before. That's why I can say his name.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
So a lot of college students still live with their parents because they're off at college. They live in college and they come back home. Coronavirus messed it all up, but they still live with their parents and stuff. So I go up to his house, and I've never met his family before. Like, I'm just friends with Joe, all right? I'm just friends with him. Never met his family before. So I go to his house, and I wasn't even 100% certain it was his house. I kind of had to stalk him down. He's my friend. I looked at Snapchat, looked on the Snap map, and then I had to like kind of figure out where he was based upon Google Maps and Snap and cross-coordinating the applications. Anyway, I found his house, and I was guessing it was the right one. So I go up to the door, and I knock, and the woman answers the door, an older woman, and I look at her face, and she looks just like my friend Joe. Like, dude, you're definitely Joe's mom. So I'm talking to this girl with this woman with a watermelon in my hands, and I go, hey, I'm Joe's friend. I'm Joe's friend. Dialogue.
What's going on there, cuz? Can I call you cuz? Got something here for you. Should make your battles to the death end that much quicker.
Moving right along.
So I'm talking to Joe's mom, and I go, I never met this woman before. She don't recognize me at all. I go, hey, I'm Joe's friend. And she gives me a very puzzled look, kind of suspicious and conspicuous at the same time. And she goes, you're Joe's friend. And I go, yeah, I'm Joe's friend. She goes, but you're Joe's friend? And I go, yeah, I'm Joe's friend. She goes, you're my Joe's friend. I go, yeah, I'm Joe's friend. She goes, you want me to get Joe for you? I go, no, that's all right. Don't bother him. And I was like, I just came and stopped by to give you guys a watermelon. And she goes, you don't want me to get him? And I go, no, it's okay. It's okay. You ain't got to get him. I stopped by to give you watermelon. Take it. Have a good day.
Gemstones.
She took the watermelon, and then I got in my car, and as I was leaving, he popped his head out of the door. And he was like, what? Yeah. It was the most, like, funniest things I've ever done. I also stopped at some other friend's house, and, like, one of my friends, he was off at college. So he wasn't even back there. And I stopped at his house, and I was like, hey, I'm Guy's friend. I'm going to say his name. I'm Guy's friend. They're like, okay, yeah. And I was like, here's a watermelon for you guys. He goes, oh, okay, thanks. I was like, yeah, no problem. And then I left. And it's just that simple. It's like, people nowadays are very, very suspicious of a kind gesture.
Sweet.
And I don't like that, man. I feel like people should be more chill with it. Just be kind. Give people gifts for no reason other than just to do it. Like, that's an awesome thing to do. Like, I'm at the store and I'll see something like, oh, this reminds me of this person, of this family. Oh, this reminds me of my uncle. This reminds me of my dad, my mom, my cousin, my friend. Just buy it. It's like $3. It's like $2. It's $20. It's $40. Depending on what it is, just buy it for them. Even if they can't use it, just getting somebody something means a lot to me. And that's what I'm into. And there's a great amount of appreciation for it. So don't be afraid. And that's okay. The whole point of this story was to take away from the game where Zagreus just gives people stuff. All right, that's the whole takeaway. All right, here's this, and they hit you back. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much like people really appreciate just getting them something, some odd ends and trinkets and baubles. I mean, like, it has to mean something to them though. I'm gonna die. This is the end. Oh, the fireballs. The gift has to mean something. You can't be like, oh, here's some flowers. No, it's gotta be something. Food is always a good gift. Let me tell you, food is a great gift, especially during like, oh, it's summer. I got you some watermelon. Dude, thanks. Watermelon's always good. Nobody dislikes watermelon. You can't go wrong with it. Well, I mean, it also depends on like who they are. If you got like if you're gonna gift like a young teenager or something, like, oh, here's watermelon, they'll be like, I don't know how to cut this. No, dude. You try to cut it up and mess it up. That's the first time I ever cut a watermelon. I freaking butchered it.
I accept this message.
Typhoon's Fury. You do more damage if something goes into barriers. It's so good. It's the end for me. Don't be afraid to give people gifts. I get my animals gifts. I mean, it's kind of my responsibility. I treat my animals like if they were my children. You know? I mean, I don't have kids. I can only imagine, I guess. Oh. I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen. I don't know what it's like having kids, though. I can only speculate. And it's funny because, like, I guess everyone fantasizes and they think about stuff, right? When I think about having kids, I always think about having a daughter and not a son. I don't know why. I mean, to be fair, both of my animals are female. I don't know why.
Where to?
It's weird.
Never gone this far.
Subconscious is strange. Though, if I did have a son, I think theoretically when I'm children, if I had a son, he'd probably look just like me when I was a kid. And I was like, dude, I don't even remember what I looked like as a kid. So if I have a son, I get to see what I looked like as a kid. I mean, I have photos, but it doesn't mean anything, you know? I don't even know if it was me. It don't even look like the same person. I've changed so much. From when you're like 4. Just don't even look the same from when you were 4. So I want to have a son. Like, this is terrible. The only reason I want to have a son is just so I can see what I looked like when I was 4 years old. Because my sister has a daughter, my niece, and she looks just like her mom. She looks just like my sister when my sister was 8. I'm like, how? She looks just like you when we were younger. So I can only imagine I would go through a very similar experience if I had a child of my own.
Should work. Payment in full.
Might as well spend it up. You'd be like, why aren't you buying the HP or going for any health? It's because I want to die. I think we made it to the boss, though. We did.
Why not?
Looks like we meet again, dearest, here among the foul detritus of the boatman's wares. You truly take me to the best of places.
Jesus, man. It's terrible. See, that's really, really good. More shit. I'll grab Sweet Surrender. I'll grab the HP.
Yum.
Oh, wait, there's a thing here.
Having traversed the flaming river Phlegethon to gain this vantage point, relentless Zagreus must now confront a foe of unimaginable savagery who lies ahead, awaiting patiently its time to strike.
Unimaginable savagery.
Way to spoil the surprise, old man.
Yo, is the game too loud? I try to get all the settings correct, nice and good. I also try to make sure the microphone's not too close to my face, because I could be talking like this all the time. No, but I like to give it some distance, so I can scream a little bit. Though if it's further away, I feel like I gotta yell. Okay, it's pretty far away. I haven't moved it at all, but I'm talking way softer. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm not a professional. Yo, dude, I am strong. Holy crap. Oh, I'm dead. I'm very powerful. This run is going really well. Though I'm pretty sure it's going to end here on the Bone Hydra. Get that out of here. Bah, 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 bah. It'd be cool if I could kill him. If I kill the Bone Hydra, I get Orpheus. I want to kill... I need to kill the Bone Hydra! Give me Orpheus! Huh, huh, boom! Rocket socket to him, baby! Let's go! Bah, 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 bah. Dodged. He slams once. And I punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. What is this? Oh! Darn. 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 I got killed. That's unfortunate. Man, it's getting summer. I'm starting a garden. That's for another time, though. Let's finish up.
Get that Hydra.
Let's get this dialogue and talk to people. And hey, Hypnos, what's up?
What? Oh! Owie! Looks like the Bone Hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh? I hear each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
It was unpleasant, yes.
Have a nectar, dude.
Surprise, Hypnos. I got you this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't bring that in here. Just kidding. Thanks. But wait, I'll trade you. Look.
Back to the gift thing, man. I'm telling you.
Hypnos.
Telling you.
Prince, your enemy is not the wretched dead, and not your father, lad. It is the underworld itself. It has been fashioned to prevent escape. You must have seen by now how all the chambers seem to rearrange themselves.
Yeah, dude. I was talking about that in a previous episode.
The underworld itself, my enemy. I'll do my best anticipating its surprises.
Aw, so respectful. I can't get Orpheus because I died. That's mean.
Hey boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
Okay, venerable. I love education. Venerable means old in age. I think something like the old, aged, timely. I don't fucking know. Platitude, however, I'm unfamiliar with, though based upon its context, I would assume it means attitude, but positive. A remark or statement, especially one with a moral content, with a moral, not immoral, that has been used too often to be interesting or thoughtful. So something that is, so if you have it's a noun. He masks his disdain for her with platitudes about how she should believe in herself more. That's an example. He masks his disdain for her with platitudes about how, basically, you know how when you talk to someone or someone talks to you, and they say something that just they're not interested in it, or they say it so much it loses its interest. That would be a very platitudeful remark, something like that. That, see, you know that word existed, but you understand it because it exists, doesn't it? What's up, father?
Tell me something, boy. Did you enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel? You must have thought that you'd be more resilient to it.
I'm open to a change of climate, even if it gets a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know nothing of discomfort yet. Making it out of Tartarus is nothing in comparison to what lies ahead for you.
Looking forward to it.
You got some balls to talk to me like that.
Hey, that's the court musician's sentence. Long past due.
Orpheus. Fountain Chamber and Asphodel. I like Fountain Chambers. They're really rare, though.
Go on and make it so.
Really rare. What's up?
We each have our commitments to this house, Megara. There is no shame in yours. And whilst your sisters are away, you bear their burden of responsibility as well.
She said whilst. Whilst. I'm gonna hop on that.
I understand. It's just... Am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed? This house is cracking at the seams, and no one's going to admit it?
The house shall stand eternally. Although in what condition, it is ours to decide. Our obligation is to keep the house in order.
I know. You're right, of course you're right. I'll do my best. I'll do my best for both our sakes, Nix.
Yeah, get him, Megara, yeah.
What was that about?
So, whilst.
What's in stock?
When I was in 7th grade and I was in education, I said whilst. And the teacher made fun of me. He was an English teacher. This is what's really messed up. English teacher, he made fun of me in front of the entire class.
I can be stronger.
About the fact that I used the word whilst and how it's not a real word. The proper term in English is while. Incorrect, sir. I was pretty livid. Go lie down. So we gotta rest here. I'm not gonna do that yet. That's for next time. All right. So we're gonna end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. It's a good time talking with you. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed it. You should also enjoy it. Stay mythical. All right. Just stay mythical. Peace out.